And your clowns in the circus tonight are Machine, Pansy, and Spun J. Or is it Spoonge?
Spoonge.
Okay.
You want to say in his native dialect.
Yes. Here is Spoonge.
And we're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 1 as they leave the gates. We'll see GODSENT on the T side.
My heart racing, Chadney. I didn't know you
I'm trying to do my best Henry G impressions as we move forward.
No, this is the Henry G impression. 1 smoke grenade, 1 flashbang, a P250 on Crystal. That's how he does it.
Right.
All right, well, I'll do that better next time. Simple's pushing forward with the CZ here, greeted by Stiko. And, well, the top side is looking busy.
Yeah, it's not too great for Perfecto. He's done well to find 1. Lights out for Crystal. Double kill on Stiko. Flamey is patrolling that lobby for this after plant. Chances are Zen and Farley might want to push for info, and they're going to get more than they bargained for. Missing his shots. And time continuing to tick. No kit. Time will become a factor here, and they're trying to overwhelm Stiko. My God, he dropped straight down. They need this kill now, and he's done well to distract. All onto Zen. They know where he is. They can get on the bomb. He does well to find the first, but he knows Electronic's going to be babysitting this. He's not on the bomb yet. Interesting. Looks like they've got time. Na'Vi will take their first.
Like the little baiting of the angle. Very nice. Yeah.
Good start.
Bad.
Yeah, good start. We will be having Skybox coming on through.
Right.
Not immediately, but it will be. I have the tools, I have the features, I have the ability. So we will be breaking things down for everybody as per the usual these days. I guess we can call it that.
It's at a high standard, haven't you?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
I used to get knocked out of tournaments by a team called Euronics. We got sponsored by them now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
It was a German team.
Who was on that? That wasn't the Jelek lot, was it?
No, it was one beneath them, but they were equally as dodgy.
We love German onliners. Back in the day. Back in the day.
Now.
We got a German online right now. Oh, they just team mollied right there, going up ladder. So these are early blunders right here from Na'Vi. That hit a teammate, didn't do any damage to anybody, but a bit of a flub to kick things off. So
I'm so glad flub is in our vocab now.
Isn't it great?
Makes you think Flubber though.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, go and do it. It's a great one.
Again, it's a bit of an age gap, I think. It definitely
Robin Williams
shows.
classic.
Yeah.
Didn't age very well.
No, it does. It's wonderful. I just think that the youth of today may not know its brilliance.
The TikTok gang.
Renegade, etc.
Renegade.
Yeah, different Renegade from Chad.
Okay, I was just thinking about a Counter-Strike team.
No. I'm out here living that TikTok.
You know
life.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Lauren's got a finger on the youth pulse.
That sounds dodgy.
I didn't like the way that came out.
That wasn't brilliant.
That's okay, because we can carry on, and it's only round 2 into ramp room, and Stiko's lost his Galil, and Squanders another. Zen. And a dink. Yeah, this is problematic. Farley can't find Simple, and missed shot. Shouldn't be a problem. Farley, he's sticking around. He's got no way out. Simple just playing with his food here.
What?
And then no scope headshot.
Excuse me?
Neat and tidy. One of the neatest hit boxes. And
Why is Flamey playing Deathmatch in Pro League right now?
Flamey, he's dead, Lauren.
Simple even.
Oh, Simple plays Deathmatch all the time.
I don't understand. Like, how is he just so consistently nuts at this game, though?
Loves a good fight. So does Maiden. That's a big shot right there. There is a door and a window to top side. There's the door.
Nobody's home. We got Boomich and Simple doubled up on ramp. Okay. Maiden to clutch.
He hasn't planted, so that's going to suck.
That does suck. Lots of steps and not allowed to leave his smoke. Okay. Yeah, that fake really cost him his chance. Minimal, admittedly, but recovered rifles. And Na'Vi going to be very happy with this start. 2-0 on the CT side of Nuke. Double kills on Simple. He's awake. It's all cooking.
Did make me giggle a bit seeing Flamey killing those people with the SMGs. We were watching a couple of Source movies, you know, to get the blood pumping, bit of 1.6, bit of Source, you know, watching people fly around and just seeing Flamey so casual. Like an SMG up against what? It was, I think, Galil's. Was there an AK out? I don't know if there was.
There was an AK in Maiden's hands. There was 2 Galils in play.
And it's just like it looks so easy for them. And Simple just toying with his food.
I feel like he was shooting into the wall so he could gauge exactly where his set crosshair was. You know how you had that friend who put blue tack on his screen? Like, that's essentially the same kind of thing.
Smart.
Maiden's gone for a hero AK again right now. Zen's brought in with some armor and a P250, so he's going to be chipping away and helping him. Stiko's made it so that the door, there you go, will have a hole come through with the Molotov. Doesn't have to shoot at all. So that's very, very wise of old Stiko. That gives him a hole to look through.
Okay, I know I'm a bit stupid. Where is that flag from?
I think it's Montenegro.
That's an awesome looking flag.
It is, isn't it?
I haven't seen it in Counter-Strike before, so excuse my ignorance.
Not many Montenegrin Counter-Strike players.
No, but Simple making light work of that hero AK that was outside, and it just plays in electronic. Just a nice little crossfire. No opportunities found off the back of it for that, as I said, hero rifle that Madden did pick up. It could have been nice. It could have been a nice idea, but it looks like Na'Vi playing a nice, calm, collected CT side. No overzealous pushing. They've got the bomb. Sticko.
Let me explain how he wins this, Lauren.
Okay, talk to me.
He doesn't.
Oh.
But it could start with a headshot. Nope, not to be. 3 kills for Simple. Electronic grabbing himself the last of the round. And just a nice 3-0 start. It is not going to be full rifles. I see a little problem for Maiden, but he's going to be grabbing himself the full SMG. You know what I would love? Oh, Chad, I remembered. It's Nuke. Remember Crystal was one of those gamers that was strafing over Mini and just running straight towards hell?
Yeah, indeed.
That was cool. They had like the supporting utility to set that MAC-10 up. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, look who's got the SMG, folks. Hello.
Alex, your brain like clicked into gear.
Look, what's this?
Crystal's a very selfless in-game leader. He will do anything to set up his teammates. He understands that that's the best way to get him in the winning posture. So he will make a lot of sacrifices for his squad, and here's the first one.
Outside smokes for now, a different strategy. Crystal and Farley to be set up for a walk. Ollie for secret.
So where does Crystal take this normally? Is he
typically? I mean, the specific move I was outlining was one where he actually bounces off Mini. It's a great camera angle to explain it. Over Electronic's head, strafes left.
Oh, and
doesn't even take that fight and just pegs it for the flank. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
No worries. Now they haven't been spotted.
Yeah, and he can entry with this MAC-10, right? So Crystal is basically just a space maker for Maiden, unless Maiden wants to be the one going for the initial duel if he's feeling the fights. So that SMG means that Crystal can jump around, be a bit more of a nuisance, make it harder for the CTs. And he'll also be able to pick up a weapon in the flurry here. So they will be getting the lower bomb site, but they have to deal with Flamey, who's up on the railing, coming mainly through decons. So this will be an interesting one. Flamey could have a multi-kill here.
It's such a powerful angle as well, because you're shooting at his boots. Here we go.
On the way.
Oh, they swing though. And it's even Maiden and Crystal just swinging in. That's the AWP gone. Simple on that AUG, and he just rose. Or sprays down 3 of them. That was very easy, but not quite the conclusion of the round. Bomb in Crystal's hands and planted. Boomich will have to contend with Sticko from elsewhere. Perfecto descending that ramp. Now, he has made a step. Sticko cognizant of Boomich. What's the situation in the smoke department? Kits, but no smoke. Because Crystal's recovered his own, and he'll be playing around that.
Like that, isolating the fight allows him just to focus towards Boomich. That's quite nice. Sticko on the other side gets a little bit of a glimpse. So they're working it out. The CT's closing in, but
just molly it now. It's surely over.
There's safety here. It didn't feel too much of a threat. There we go. Boomich down. There's the molly you were talking about. And that's a mouse wheel jump you never love to see, I feel.
Save this AWP?
Yeah, he should be fine. So one of the curious things about that round right there was Flamey not having any idea that the door swung open. Now, I was looking at the radar as that happened, and there was another T-side player up top side next to the squeaky door. I can't check on Skybox if the door was opened or not by Sticko. But what I'm thinking maybe happened was they opened the door simultaneously, potentially.
Okay.
I'm not 100%. And I don't know how we would be able to capture that. I could just be talking out of my posterior.
As we so often do.
That's our job here, Chad. We'll make it sound good at least. I'm really excited about that Crystal MAC-10. I think you sparked a little bit of a memory there of him always kind of having these quite unique ideas, but this time around I wonder if he does get the opportunity to use it. Ooh. Simple on the other side though. That's going to be fun.
Ooh. Now, they did have a molly for this last time. Now, I wonder if he's going to try and smoke it out himself. Crystal's about to be throwing that in. He'll get a shot though. And he just chooses to take the fight. It goes 1 for 1. I don't think Crystal's complaining. Simple down, Farley frags 4 on 4.
And you guys were framing it. He will sacrifice himself for potentially the greater good. And I mean, taking down Simple after what he can achieve, probably a tick in the box. But Boomich is on this. That's going to be a nice pickup. That kind of keeps control of the map. That denies any sort of wondering or any curiosities. And you can still see Electronics in that filthy little angle. How do you remove this man cleanly?
Yeah, it's a really powerful spot. And of course, you see teams smoking out that warehouse when they're doing anything fast because of its existence.
We might catch Zen here. Converts.
What I'm seeing here, Chad, and I'll let this round play out, of course, it looks like there's still much for Sticko, only the one.
Nice kill.
Now Maiden just has that bomb and 3 to find. Knows electronics in the warehouse, so Lower's probably his best bet, but with the time present, he's just going to try and take this duel, making lots of noise in the process, and he moonwalks into Perfecto's FAMAS. But what I've seen so far, Chad, is actually interesting. It looks like GODSENT have got all of the right ideas, but it seems that the CT side's timings and reads have been significantly more, comfortable. The fact that Boomich could walk down, like you've done the hard part, right? You got your opening frag on the secret player, but then it's your AWPer walking down, clearing those close corners on his own, and Boomich gets one, and suddenly the round's over.
Yeah, so having the AWP player in that close corridor is not ideal, but it's not something that should necessarily fall apart so easily. So I think right now Na'Vi are looking very solid across the board. Simple's had a couple of multi-kills already. The individuals look like they're really poised. They're not chasing against the low buy rounds. So it's all good signs as Maiden hits his head right there. But yeah, just to build more into that point, I think that Na'Vi understand the serious nature of this. Maybe the coaches have done a bit of gesticulating to make sure...
Yeah, just to prove to themselves. I mean, it wouldn't be a hard speech to give, you know? Teach me Russian, I could motivate these guys. It's not hard. You just have to remind them what they're capable of, remind them how good lifting a trophy feels, and remind them that if they want to be doing it again when the world opens back up, then they need to maintain the form they had. And at the moment, we haven't seen glimmers, or we have seen nothing more than glimmers of the Katowice Na'Vi. And there's another one of them. Boomich, patrolling the corridors, collects another head. Looking like 5 for Na'Vi, unless Crystal wants to add another 2 to the tally.
He has time to work with. This isn't impossible.
Far from it. Where's that bomb at?
On the lowest side, so it's dropped just towards the shadow position.
Okay.
Now, he won't be able to isolate a duel here. He needs to bait them into a one-on-one fight on the site. Pushing into the window, opening the door straight into the mousetrap. Oh!
Bloody hell.
Well, it gets significantly harder now, right? Okay, options with 20 seconds left are kill both of them with 2 fantastic 1 Deegs. As you swing the door open, neither of them react.
We love the idea of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, he's got the rifle. I like the off angle. Trying to find a way in. Gave it a good go. Well handled by the Na'Vi duo.
5-1.
Yeah.
Quite quick here, off the mark. Rounds are playing out a little bit slower in the tail ends, but I feel like we're getting into the action early. We might see a pace change coming through from GODSENT if their default with the AWP and the gun round towards Yard doesn't work, so they might just look to pick up more AKs and go fast. I wouldn't expect that to happen this early. It's still very, very early stages, but this is their map choice. We'll make sure we remind everybody of that. You can see in the top right what we have coming up next, which is Dust 2, Na'Vi's pick. So Farley won't have the AK. It will be a top hit here. They're setting up. Oh, he's going already.
Crystal's out and
his leg.
out. Yeah, did really?
Yeah.
Oh, on the gap. Boomich flashed. It's perfect. Stabilizing the aim into the top side. Electronic through the smoke court again. Maiden's done great work into the site. His flashbangs paired with Crystal's frags put Simple and Flamey into dire straits, and they shave a lot of time off that clock. You were at 90 seconds. Now the bomb's down. We just halved it. Yeah. Straight away into the ramp room. That's different taste for Na'Vi.
And you said you wanted to see a pace change, and
yeah.
I think they agreed with you. And honestly, it was wild seeing Crystal so ready to offer himself up, but the sacrifice, made it off the table and had a little go back. 2 kills for him. He did very nicely there.
Yeah, it was not simple stuff. Just a nice little top hit there. And the fact that he was able to get away with multi-kills on that site, it's not normally what you want to be seeing from the CTs. They should be able to be trading or at least grabbing an opening frag. So I might take a look back at that execute if I can get my little toys working.
It was a nice little flash. Was it from Maiden, I think, that came through? Because I think that's the one that caught, I think it was Boomich, potentially.
Yeah, I'm having a couple technical difficulties. This is
the
story of my morning, I think. Still went to the trainer.
I can't believe you did that, to be honest, Chad. I couldn't believe. I thought it was all just jokes. I thought you were just puffing up your chest.
Of course I'm going to go.
9 a.m. PT session after an early hours finish.
Yeah. Well, we were having fun last night.
Goodness me. I woke up at 1 p.m. and I'm tired today.
You couldn't have woken up at 1.
No, that's true. When did we have to go?
You must have woken up at 11.
10:30.
Yeah. No, but I made the booking. I didn't want the guy to have to...
Don't want to waste his time.
No. Speaking of time, time out. As there we go. So it looks like Electronic is at home. Lovely flowers there in the background.
What an arrangement.
Okay, so let's have a look here. You were talking about the books. I missed them. I wasn't part of the conversation.
It does look very studenty. Like that looks like that's a student, perhaps.
Okay, well, 5-2. We're back underway.
Runny, boosty. Yep.
Yeah, yeet.
Oh, yes.
That was very nice.
More of that.
This combo, the way that Electronic and Simple can play off each other with Yard and Lower and Main, I think that they are very, very potent at it. They have a very good dynamic.
Quite intimidating, isn't it? The
Yeah,
concept
just
of
the
those two.
names.
Yeah.
Hello and goodbye. Top site will be the threat. They are on significantly wounded pistols on this top side, but setting Simple up already for the opening frag. And they're just going to walk out contact. Perfecto just shoots him in the back of the head. Oh, 2, not 3rd. But the damage is done. It's inflicted. Maidens can't do anything, just bunny hopping into Electronic's warm embrace. 6 for Na'Vi. And yeah, Simple Electronic, Chad's often painting that picture of what they're capable of. 20 frags between the two of them in 8 rounds of play. You've seen the run boost outside. Yard is really not going to be comfortable for GODSENT if these guys have woken up on the right side of bed.
Farley did buy into an ult there, though, so maybe we get some more of his antics, Lauren.
I want to learn about this player because you two seem to like the concept of it. You've seen something that clearly got you excited at some point. So, like to see what he does. Of course, it is a little tricky with, as you said, Simple and the gang playing as they do. But let's see what they're up to this round and see where he takes that up. Obviously, you don't like to see it. Oh God, we're having a bit of a.
It's the ring rust, all right? It's their first official back since the player break. You know, they're just they're shaking it off. They're shaking it off.
Got it, got it.
And there he goes. He's found an opening onto Boomich for the smoke. So this is great. Crystal's found space out towards Yard. There's no rotation from the CTs just yet. They might not even have any idea that he is in this position.
Oh.
A ramp boost, getting Simple up. Look at him. He's getting boosted here, there, and everywhere. Run boost, standard boosts. Maybe play some danger zone boosts. Stiko, by the way, danger zone. He seems to think he's a scout player. We don't talk about the scout players, do we, Rush?
Are they the ones that get the big ranks, right?
Basically, Lauren, scout players are seen as kind of the underbelly of Danger Zone community. The kind of
Why wouldn't you use the tools that Overlord Daddy Valve gave you?
Cheap. It's so cheap and so effective in the gameplay that it feels like it's a bit of a cop-out.
But if everyone can do it...
It's not fun, Lauren. That's the thing. It's not
fun killer.
We're trying to have fun
We're
here.
flying around the map with our fronts and our frexos.
Around with them, right? Can you not?
You could, certainly, but people don't.
Lauren's trying to get under Rush's skin right now. I think it's working. So, late Yard smokes. 30 seconds remaining right now. No rotation to the lower site has come on through. They are heading towards ramp, and that is a massive trap because look where Simple is. He got that boost earlier. There you go. Oh, this is bad.
He baits him perfectly, and double kill. Round over, unless... Voice of Flash, and Zen does not. This is great work. Oh, wow.
Between him and Flamey, Alex, that was ridiculous. He just sets up the Flash, Simple, boom, turns it, comes back. He makes it look so easy.
He baited him exclusively. Like, he was not trying to hit any headshots there, and then he threw the supporting flashbang. That's 2 rounds in a row we've seen Na'Vi give us prime examples of setting Simple up. Electronic run boosts him to find the first.
Yep.
And then in this round, again, a boost into the bait. Really nice to see Na'Vi have refined that. Get to see that one again in the fly-through. So here they come. A draw, fire towards Flamey. The easiest 2 frags so far for Simple. Where does it come from? Boom. He turns anti, and he can get that one completely uncontested. Farley had no chance. He's left eye peeking with no teammates to distract. That's going to hurt. And that's 7 for Na'Vi on the CT side.
It's been very easy at this stage. They've read GODSENT in a couple of these rounds early. So let's see if GODSENT on these upgraded pistols and that saved AK, which Crystal has thrown across to Maiden, can get anything done. Crystal had lower control there for so long. We saw him walk across the secret with like a minute left on the... Okay, another opening. So Boomich goes down again. He went down first last round, but it meant nothing. This time round, they will be making their way through secret. Oh.
Oh, you saw them hit the brakes there. It looks like they've managed to weather that storm. Farley on the Glock Eco, or as Chad likes to call it, the Glico.
There's still no one... never mind. Yes, there is. Flamey. Flame Dogger.
Yeah, the Hound.
He's hearing at least one.
So loud, but it's only one man making that noise. And it has not incited any CT rotates. Any pushes for info?
Yeah, they're pushing Yard right now, so they're clearing all of Yard. They're actually going to come down secret with a flank from 2 individuals. That's going to be Electronic and Perfecto.
Flamey, here we go. All right, so gets a fair amount of work done. As you said, everyone from the CT side is so close by, so Maiden's going to have to do some big work here. Bomb now down. Bear in mind, though, Farley only does have that Glock. They didn't have a great deal here, so it's all Maiden. Oh, the timing could be great here. They're focused on it. Do they still check? Of course they do. Meticulous in approach, but he makes good work of that. He did really well. 3 kills, but Diffuse comes in. Again, Na'Vi make it a little dicey, but they are 8-2 up here.
Keeping it close at least. That's the positive signs with Plant going down. Money will be coming on through. Farley will be able to buy that AWP, but one of the successful rounds they've had is that top hit. So let's see if they want to go back to that. I think Na'Vi might have a better stake in that one. But also we need to keep in mind that Boomich has died first in the last 2 rounds and they haven't been able to make anything of it. So that is a really good sign on the T side of Nuke if you're finding an opening pick. But you need to be able to convert a round like that. So Simple with 17 kills.
I feel like he's been kind of the dissuading factor for it, though. It's like, yes, they got, you know, opening picks here and there, then he'll go and do something dirty at ramp, or he'll get that, you know, a 4K here or there.
A gap in the smoke.
Yes, there is, and Simple's watching this.
And he's got the perfect weapon for this job. Seeing Simple clearly has done his homework during that player break. He seems to have found an affinity for the AUG at times. A situational weapon can be applied perfectly for his trade outside. I mean, he's an AWPer who can buy a cheaper one with similar benefits to hold the angles when he's not against AWPers.
Much more versatile, isn't it? Here, as you
That's
see
the
him
word.
rotate in, he gets a chance with Flamey. A crossfire setup again, this time in the lower side.
I like it. He could even nade off the doors. Let Flamey just be positioned in the off angle, blow him up. This is all fictitious. Now,
Oh, Farley.
he likely would win that duel if Simple was to swing it on the sound cube, but what on earth are they doing? They're hitting pause for Sticker, who's... there we go, door. Simple has the sound cue in the barrel.
Oh, dear.
That should be a problem.
I'm just scared that Simple still somehow wins that fight. There is no way he should. He doesn't. Nice work by Farley to find Simple, but there's more players down this side, and the CT side...
Who's in vents?
Got Flamey over here.
Okay.
You got the double stack on ramp. I don't know how the CT's crossed unless they find individual fights that Flamey gonna fall back towards the side, little underhand, keeps him humble, slows down the T's again. We're at 20 seconds now?
Yeah, this is going to get messy. Farley's caught out again in transition. Stico was supposed to be the lurk, and now, well, with 14 HP, he descends the ladder in 10 seconds. It's a real dire strait to find himself. Maybe he can go and hold the line. Someone will walk on into his crosshair. It's more about survival for him.
I'm a little bit perplexed. GODSENT with so much room, and then they're so inactive.
I didn't get what that pause was intended for.
It's happened a couple times now, hasn't it?
Waiting for a misstep from Na'Vi,
Potentially,
I suppose.
but Na'Vi are rotating very, very tidily right now.
Yeah.
You're seeing the packs moving around the map with 2. They're not getting strung out. And once the information has been taken from GODSENT, or sorry, the map control, then they're not making any noise elsewhere. So it's indicative that the whole team is basically where they've shown their cards. So they're able to just set up, and then as they hit the site, be in position, be ready to fight, and it's looking great for Na'Vi here. So this is not good start for GODSENT, but great for the Russian/Ukrainian squadron.
It's a stark contrast as well to the the Counter-Strike we've been seeing a lot of recently. For example, Heroic were playing this type of style where often fakes were a crucial component in their play. And you saw the benefits that had, right, Lauren? You saw how often the planting of the seeds of it could be another one of them were crucial to and integral to a successful T side.
And I love the way they were able to exploit those rotations. They catch him so often. It's quite pacey from Stico here. They've done this pace change, though, both times coming out of these pauses, and it seems as though they're ready once again. This time, though, Flamey does get overrun. That's not bad, but Simple's here. Last time, he was the kind of stopper of all this. However, the T's have a bit more utility, a molly or two to just keep him off the angle, and they do take over ramp. Crystal, this is brave.
Lucky timing.
My word, you can ask for more if you're Crystal.
It's just crossed. Completely dry. Farley and Zen down from ramp room as well. Boomich is getting locked into a very rough situation. Sound cues from both sides here. And found by Zen. Big round coming in from the Finn. Looks like they can convert this. GODSENT a necessary third unless Simple wants to rock the boat. It does seem like he's finding heads. Good precise shot to finish. The triple kill for Zen into the third for GODSENT. And they've been very sparsely distributed. I mean, just taking a look at it, it was the 4th, the 7th, and the 12th, respectively. They haven't strung anything together. This would be a fantastic opportunity to start doing so. Take a look at the Na'Vi funds. Even now, there's some sacrifices that have to be made. Should they concede this, we could be looking at a realistic 5, maybe even a 6th.
Yeah, considering how this one's puttering along, it doesn't actually feel that bad. It just is an odd pacing. So let's see if GODSENT feel a bit more inspired now after that one. Some individuals getting a say in the round. Oh, that was very far forward from Electronic. He stuck his nose out and no one was home. He's lucky to get away with his life right there. So he's dipped all the way back.
Oh,
Forced a reaction out of GODSENT, who now just have everybody in lobby setting up for probably this top hit yet again. We've got one player up ladder. We've got Boomich in the site with the MP9 playing spoiler. It's important that Boomich is able to get a couple kills here because they're about to be in his face.
Ooh, and he's getting pushed as well. Does well to get away, inflicts some damage to Farley. Eventually found Perfecto. Wow. Finding some great shots into the site, softens up Crystal, but that doesn't stop him. The German gets himself a third. Now Flamey wondering where it's all gone wrong. He makes it better. My goodness, a quick transfer on the descent. Farley scratching his head. He's in a 1v1 now. Flamey can bring this straight back to double digits.
I can't believe he... Oh, how low 6 HP left on Farley. That was something else. I guess while they were expecting the dust to settle, maybe, you know, a little bit of a cautious play back in on it. No. He just drops down, doesn't he? Takes the fight on all of them. But I still can't believe the start as well coming out from just flying out towards outer, trying to get all the information. Crystal popping off. He seems to be having droves of success towards his upper bomb site. He almost won it. I think he did pretty much garner the victory last time around, and here he did very well until, of course, it had to be clutched out in the end.
That right there was just a contact play onto the site with a couple of people in the backlines with utility to throw once contact was hit, and it was a simple approach, and it worked very effectively. It was close round. Flash coming into Hut. Farley can't deal with that. Perfecto getting away with a freebie. Eventually traded on out. GODSENT surely should be getting themselves a fifth here.
Should do. I don't see many worlds where they drop it, but I'm looking to see if there's anyone trying to make something happen. I guess Simple on the boost could be something, but everyone else quite low. I mean, we've got CZs, no armor, no nades, nothing else to try and, you know, manipulate the round with. So see if anything more comes of this one. Boomich already taken down to, what, 65? Spotting out Flamey. They're unraveling this in a smart, efficient way, it feels.
There's no panic going on from the from the GODSENT side of things either. They're just staying very, very calm, very, very cautious. Taking the shots that are given to them. But if it is towards ramp, it is the danger man.
Don't build it up. It can't surely. With 12 bullets in the clip, he shouldn't be able to get anything done. And he doesn't. Crystal not going to be fooled by the same trick twice. Instead, they have plenty of space, weaponry favoring them, and don't do the GODSENT pause. I know it looks good. You have an advantage. Just go as a unit. Keep that time favorable. Smokes deployed. We're all sorted here. Yeah, okay, so now there isn't a weapon to be retrieved. I think that's what the scouting mission from Electronic and Boomich have been looking for, and MAC-10 has been recovered.
Not the greatest.
Certainly not ideal.
It is a bit of a Boomich special, though. He does love those SMGs. If you remember the game back in Katowice at the start of the year, when Na'Vi were victorious over G2 in that best-of-5 grand final, he was going beast mode on Nuke. He was doing some dirty, dirty things, I think. If you want to go back and watch that map, it will give you a clear indication of the type of Counter-Strike that we saw that day. Flamey going ham at ramps with spams. Getting an ace. Was it with a Galil?
Yeah, I think he got 2. I think he got 4 kills with one and then 5 with the other. 1 mag of his Galil killed 5 people. It was definitely exciting to see, and Na'Vi are on the way to doing a similarly powerful CT side finish. Have all the weapons and bells they need. It will not be ideal.
I really want to see more from Farley. I like the concept.
To Dust Tour, okay?
Maybe
like I oversold him going into...
No. I think Nuke's going to be a hard take whichever way you look at it, right? But he's been really shut down, and I'd love to see what he can really bring to the server. I think it's exciting to see new players. You know, I want to see what he can do once he gets the opportunity. No AWP this time around on the rifles, and we've got the early nade, early smoke, and we're going straight through. Sticko this time going to stick it, makes it out. Boomich going to be on red alert here.
Yeah, catches him in the smoke. That was half. Oh my goodness! I was going to say luck. Crystal going for brute force. You can hear so many steps. He wants to address it. This is just lambs to the slaughter. The Lemmings supposed to be nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Farley's got the bomb down the vents, but now pivoting back towards Secret as the casualties have stacked up and got a little out of control, a little out of hand. Simple could get caught unawares here, and the same could be said for Zen. Farley on the round the world tour.
Prove something to Lauren right now, Farley. Come on, win a 1 on 5. None on 5. He tried.
He certainly did. And we will continue to try. Sponge the MVP of the first half. And we'll be right back with the second.
So
To be honest, I don't mind, cause I don't feel the same way I used to do. Every time I see you, I know the truth. Cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you ran away. I've been living in the shadows for a while. Demons calling me from the afterlife. Dark doesn't faze me anymore. I came to my tears into gold. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, no, I don't care. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, I said, cause baby, every fucking time you've played me, you should know that I don't give a single fuck about you and your words. All the times you lied to me, I took notes. I don't know what to say. I thought you loved me, but you don't. I know people come and go away. Sun is low, that's my time to shine again. Cause baby, every fucking time you play me, you should know that I don't. What you finna There's no defense, I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic, come on, beg for it. Alright, okay, running out of luck. Too much in my cup, Nishi run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. Shawty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. My team pop.
Welcome back from the break. You are joining us for ESL Pro League season number 12. Would you bloody believe it? And we've got Na'Vi taking on GODSENT. Map number 1. Nuke's going at a relatively slow pace, but hopefully you're not lonely or bored at home.
10-5, though, actually isn't as condemning as some of those rounds felt. It looked like when Na'Vi win, it's extremely convincing. You see your big rounds, you see your combinations, but actually 10-5 gives room. It may not be a great deal of room, but it's enough to build something from.
It certainly is, and it does seem true to trend. These teams have played 5 times this year, and over the course of those 5 challenges, it's actually all throughout the same tournament. We saw Na'Vi best them in 4 of those 5 maps. However, 16-13, 16-12s were not uncommon. GODSENT have been getting close, however, absent the cigar. We're into our second half of our first map.
Indeed.
Let's get into it.
Now, what I just noticed there, as we had Stiko adjusting his little camera, I think he's doing some content. I think he's got his little
jiggy.
Yeah, he's setting it up, recording himself. Might see it on his YouTube.
Hold on.
Going top.
Yeah, we are, and we're going fast. Looking for the early frag. Simple. Is he on the raid boss setup? My God, I haven't seen that in a while. A Tech 9 armor pistol. And, well, his team has evaporated around him. That's the end of that. Maiden does manage to grab himself an important second, and the same can be said for GODSENT. They'll be needing that one.
I like Crystal's hair and posture.
He has a branded crystal pillow on his sofa.
Ooh.
Now, I can't...
like a present from like a significant other of some variety.
I was playing World of Warcraft the other day, Chad.
Of course.
And we were on Discord because it was a +22 key, you'd understand.
Ah, yes, yes.
And
What are the affixes?
it was a good question. I think we're on this Tyrannical Week for sure. So
Okay.
pretty tough on the boss fights.
It's not easy.
Bloody pixies and wizards.
Yeah, but my name in game is YS.
YS.
And now it's very important to kick certain spells. It's an interrupt, right? You know, don't let that through.
Yep.
They kept calling me East, but I didn't realize I was East. So when they said East, take first kick, I didn't take the first kick. And I said, it's okay, guys.
+22?
Just call me Machine. And they were like, Machine, what is that? That's such a bad name. So I actually have been laughed at by World of Warcraft nerds for my Machine nickname.
Okay.
I added them on Real ID, and they were like, oh my God, your name is actually Machine. That's so sad.
What was their name?
I don't know, Madion or something?
Oh, well, they shouldn't bully you for things like that.
I agree.
Why,
My feelings. 10-7, nice quick pickup. Nothing too much to write home about. The fact that they did lose some of their weapons to those Glocks, certainly not going to be an A+ on their report card.
I'll give him an A-. It's still pretty clean.
You know, Chad, I realize you said you like his posture and his hair. It's because he kind of looks like you, isn't it? Like,
Chad is extremely vain. I don't think people realize. He pretends he's not. He does this thing where he's like, that's not me. But deep down,
I mean, Chad's definitely not one to shy away from the acknowledgement of ego.
I have a massive ego.
He loves it.
And
I swim in it.
Please tweet him that you like his hair or he was funny today.
I need attention. I need attention.
Mention his tan. He'll like that. He'll like that a lot.
Well, it's not got much of one left, unfortunately.
That's why you got to ham it up a bit.
Farley, missing and tagging.
Come on, Farley.
It's not the dunk he was hoping. Oh, come on, he's getting a bit hungry.
Come on, Farley.
Bit hungry for that one.
Oh.
Zen, in the meantime, is getting tested. Stiko the same. It was actually through the door. Flamey managed to tag towards the mini position, but Simple, the casualty, that does look like it's put GODSENT in good stead.
Yeah, I want to see what the T's do with this now. They've got a little bit of room to work with, but looking at Electronic, I think they're a little curious after those, deep nades coming in and that pressure towards the outside area. Flamey obviously over by Squeaky, and for now, the CTs hold a great deal of the keys to the castle here.
Looks like the L block smoke's coming on out towards the yard position. No, it's just for main and one for warehouse. So Zen will be on the receiving end of this. He is on low HP, and he's going to see that nothing's home. But because of the low HP, maybe he won't peek. Yes, he will. So the teammates flash. It does a lot. Electronic will have that Q coming through. Boomich is selling a bit of a dog and bone over here towards ramp, and it's going to be a top hit. I know that means phone.
Phone?
Yeah. I'll explain it later.
Yeah, okay.
I'm excited.
It's a fake call, I guess.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, all right, I got you. Nice from Maiden. Very important fragging. Still looking to turn the tides is Flamey, and he's on for a third. Now we are on to something. Does try and take him down. The trade comes in. That's a huge turn of events for Na'Vi. Oh, Flamey. He saves the day in the loss of Simple. Electronic wasn't pulling the frags. It was Flamey to save the day. And yeah, he's right to be in the center of your screens for that 11th conversion.
Nice stuff from Flamey. He's one of the individuals on this team that seems to be in flux quite a lot. We never can find a consistent Flamey. If we could, we would talk about a star trio. We would talk about Simple, Electronic, and Flamey. But Flamey, unfortunately, never really lives up to that title on a consistent basis. So let's hope that he can give us something today to scream and shout about as we get some smokes over towards Yard very, very quickly. The bomb is on the back of Electronic, and he is also heading in that direction.
This horrible buy.
They already have lower control on Boomich, who's made it down the vent, so the rotations are cut off in that part of the map. Crystal taking lobby control, so they know it will be the lower hit coming on through.
Yeah, and to get this information fast is beneficial considering the weapons. They wouldn't get themselves into favorable duels. I love this spot from Stiko. The one problem... Okay, so Farley's got his back. Oh, we are set. This looks strong. And the only gap now is if Farley goes down. Oh, no armor. That one really leaves a mark. Sicko's going to have to fall off it. He had Decon on lock. Now a reload. That could be a perfect cue for them to hit the go button. They are swarming into the side now. Sticko's overwhelmed. Oh, and Crystal couldn't do a thing. Maiden's only got the shotgun. If he can find Electronic, no. Zen and a very low HP. Farley, just Zen, necessary. Now all onto Electronic. Very winnable. Very, very attainable for Electronic. Bomb retrieval, step 1. A frag onto Zen, step 2. And step 3, faking out Farley. He is going to be descending that ramp. Low HP, no armor. AWP, though. And Electronic, will he be able to scurry away? He's going top side. Varom. We do need to get rid of this. That means why?
Sorry, guys.
It won't happen. It's just I've been doing a lot of German today, or yesterday.
This is so hard for Farley to win right now.
Yeah, he's screwed. No kit, no armor.
Because he lost track of him. He was playing in rotation, so there's no point even looking for this. To try and find Electronic, it's like finding a needle in a haystack in that lower sight. So do I need to explain that? Dog and bone, phone, fake?
It's just, it's a reach for me, it felt.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying new things.
No, it was quite nice. It was just like a lot of mental steps that I'm a bit slow at.
Certainly.
I thought you said that you were on form today when I was saying that Alex and I are slow.
Sure, I'm just saying that my average is still slow.
So maybe we're all on par.
Phone. You would just say the first word in Cockney rhyming slang. Yeah. Just say he was on the dog. And then if you'd said you're going up the stairs, it's apple and pears, you'd say, I went down the apple.
Maybe think of a pub.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just down the apple.
Just down the apple.
Okay, well,
Where's the toilet? Where's the box? It's down the apple, mate.
okay, all right. Well, I would never last living in your crazy country.
It's not real. It's just a fictitious, fun language that still exists and is spoken by some in the same way Welsh is.
I enjoy it. It's fun. It's just confusing, and I'm confused at the best of times. So
Sorry.
I get that real life social anxiety, and you know, in a place where they're making up
We're having a breakdown here.
existential
I
crisis.
can join in if you want. I've got a lot of this to go around, and Farley might be having a bit of a time recently because he's dead again.
And the orb's gone, so he saved it for another shot, and unfortunately for him, he won't be getting a crack in this round right here. So Na'Vi looking to break through with 13, just need to evade these pistols.
Oh, Crystal. Where is the orb? Is it up top?
It's just behind him, so... Oh, no, you're right, it is up top.
Oh, bloody hell. It's all gone Pete.
Gosh, can we look at the orb?
Off he goes.
Hey.
Oh, it's right in the middle too. It's not even like an easy...
A jump E?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Gosh, you with us? You haven't said anything. I tried to speak to you before.
Yo, what up?
Oh, there we go.
Look at this. Oh, Flamey's up here. Never mind.
Yeah, what up? Wait, go
look.
back, go back, go back.
He's
to
going
Flamey.
up. Oh.
What is this observer?
I try
Alex,
catch kill.
Flamey was on the roof. Chad clearly communicated it was Flamey wanted to watch, and then we sit there and watch someone
Sticko
die.
kill one. No, maybe.
You think Sticko's going to get this kill?
Hold.
Go on.
Wait.
I'd be watching Boomich if I'm honest.
No, stay with Sticko, Rush.
Boomich for sure gets this frag. Bro.
No way.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, he's jumping over that box.
All right, let's have a look. Oh, well.
They're glad you trust me for once, Rush. Jesus.
Nice, guys.
All right, we're going to get rid of that for now. It's clearly too much for him to speak
Name's
and
Rush.
observe.
Don't call him that.
Sorry.
The guy under the
Christ.
stairs.
Harry Potter, they wheel him out for a show and then put him
look.
back in.
I love him. I
Christ.
love him dearly, but clearly I'm like, I know I'm the third wheel in the danger zone relationship. Between
I'm not
these
even
two.
involved.
No, and I'm just grateful to have any sort of attachment to that wagon. It's very fun. Rush is very good. But I know that I'm, like, when the HLTV podcast is on, I boot up my PC because I know Rushdie needs a replacement friend.
It's worse when he gets another friend in who's just completely different to any of them. For now, those CTs are still on a bit of a shoddy buy, of course. We do see the CZs, you know, what have you. Scout for Farley.
Ooh, here we go.
Boomich, nice and quick. Let's see if Rush is on the right person. He is. Nice choice.
Oh, you're going to really upset him, guys.
Oh, shut up.
I know you think it's all in good fun, but Rush takes his job very seriously.
Okay, who's known Rush longer here, Chad? You talk to me like I wasn't the one who knew Rush before, yeah? So let's roll it back in. He's played a bit of Danger Zone, and now he's trying to pretend to be the good man here. Calm it down, mate.
Interesting smoke here from Stick. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Doesn't...
I think it was. I think he was using it so he could peer over as a one-way because it's thrown between...
Is it on the ladder and he underhanded or something?
It's somewhere under the ladder position that he's thrown it into a rafter there, and I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. It could be a cool little CT smoke to peer in over like a one-way.
Should we pretend it's intentional until we can find out? Because it seems like a really nice
We
idea.
had one last season, Lauren, no joke.
Oh, don't.
So Nico came out mid and like he missed through his nades, and but the smoke, it landed and it covered off the window position.
like, oh, that's
Which
sick.
worked perfectly for the strat they were running. And we're like, Nico, so you did this and da-da-da-da-da.
That was great, I love that.
And I asked him, he's like, nah, I just missed through him. I was like, it's all right, mate, we sold it. We sold it like it was intentional.
Sometimes you got to,
all
right? If
made
it
sense.
works,
It all made
it's
sense.
ingenious.
We're into the real business end, the pointy end of Stat Track Doppler. We're still in
he's in trouble.
probably, yeah, this is the topside take.
it's
Maiden again,
ashes.
delivering in the doubles. He's burning in the molly, will be overwhelmed by Perfecto, but damage inflicted, keeping things level. The rotation, and oh, that's embarrassing. Farley jumping down into the Molotov, broke his legs and broke the back of this Godsent defense. Sticko on an island, walking now into the electronic crosshair, collect a rather simple frag. And speaking of the devil, he's just planted.
Oh, this is for 15, so Zen, it kind of feels like he has to go for it. They had 3 low buy rounds in a row. And now, with the guns out, he's getting himself an AK. He's dropping down the vent. He has to go for it. They need to convert something. This is over quick.
Come on.
This is the angle I was talking about that I really like from Sticko. I think more players are starting to play it. It's
He likes it.
Yeah, it's so hard to push him off, and that's a prime example as to why I'm glad we stuck with Zen there, just because you can see how little of Simple was visible. You're getting shot at by his boots. Really quite frustrating.
Interesting. I do like the way that kind of, you know, you Sen bring up a fair amount, but like the right eye peaks, the positioning, how aware people are now of like player models and how to kind of approach it. It's quite fun. Maiden's made a bit of an impression, I feel, during this game. I was obviously looking towards Farley as being like one of the names I don't know and hoping he could do well.
I'm sorry.
It's not on you. Again, he's just had a rough game, but Maiden seemed quite exciting to watch.
Yeah, he is. He's one of the bigger names here on this GODSENT roster. Okay, last-ditch attempt for GODSENT.
He's going to push on the reload, I reckon. Crystal's feeling it. There it is.
Such a risk.
Okay.
He got spotted.
Yeah, okay.
Is that bomb on Simple?
It is.
I mean...
He's a brave boy.
Yeah, he's
one of the bravest.
Yeah.
How many kills does Simple have right now?
I saw 21, like, almost on the half.
26.
So.
Electronics up there, close to 20 as well. So it is the show that we're looking for, right? All the names are in the order they're meant to be.
Right.
19 there, as you can see on your screen. They are lining up their smokes potentially, just slowing this one down. They know they're up against this weaker buy. MP9s have been called on through, but maybe Maiden can get something done again. Has the M4, the best weapon on the side of things for GODSENT here. So let's see how this one tapers on out now as we just cracked the minute mark.
I did like the trainer flashes they had going in towards upper. They were beautifully done, but for now, it's a little bit of a different look. Utilizing the smokes for once on the outside area. Down they go. That hit, so I don't know if they were close enough to hear it, but they certainly consider this, because look at that CT side. Already primed in position, Maiden the man we're just talking about. In a good spot here to try and make something happen. Plays in Zen. He gets a little bit of job started, but it feels like it's all for nothing. Crystal, though,
Going top side. Yeah, Perfecto's got a completely wide open sight. Flamey to guard the vents. Bomb uncontested. Farley only with the scout. It certainly does not bode well for the 3 remaining GODSENT fraggers. This was GODSENT's map pick, hoping to exploit some weaknesses they'd identified within the Na'Vi map pool, and it seems that they definitely have had their breakfast this morning, looking good, looking poised, looking like the right names, as Chad has outlined, are in the right place. And so, really, maybe Farley can find a way in, and a missed shot from one does give him a second bite with the scout. Now a lot of work for Flamey to do, and overwhelmed. There's Farley in the feed, and he has got time for the kit. This one does not end, and that's off the back of the scout retaking top site. You don't get to say that very often.
Was it Flamey lost alive then? Or
it was, yeah.
I felt like he was almost just like out of it at that point. You're playing back in with like, you know, lighter weapons, but then he had to kick into gear in that casual 1v3 that came out of nowhere. I think that was very unexpected. I don't think as I said, you can't predict the scout to bang out to, but it's Crystal over in towards the vents. And here we go. I get to see it from this perspective. Let's have a look, see how it is. Because these are hard shots. They're in weird angles too.
There we go.
Nice.
First duel, and then he had the movement speed. Perfecto couldn't track him. That's really, really, really good shots. And just hunting him down with that AK for a clean headshot and the retake.
Lovely.
Okay, 8. I like that from GODSENT. They had plenty of cash, though, on the Na'Vi bank accounts. 12K or so before they started this round on some of their higher fraggers. So Zen's on his way towards the secret area. In fact, he might be in the jiggle with the smoke, it seems. Down they go. That's enough. 2 descending. Love to see if Zen's going to drop that smoke now. Just playing that pixel gap, so now. Thank you, Rushley. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Now, Na'Vi have previously had an issue with time. This doesn't seem like it's been anything worth talking about in this map.
And I'm honestly quite glad to see it. I hate the 20-second gamble it in, and it works when you have someone like Simple and Electronic, or, you know, these players popping, but it's a dangerous game to play, but it hasn't been a conversation today. Zen?
Bomb spotted. Zen's done so well. He gets away
Still
from
alive?
Raleigh. Yeah, he's done fantastic work. Look at their health. Should be set for 9. Now down to Stiko and Zen to confirm it. Electronic to try and right the ship, but unfortunately, Stiko's here. Double kill, puts a 9th on the board for GODSENT. Happy to upgrade to an AK as well. Better. Money, it didn't quite get to catch it before we get to look at the lovely Martin. Is it Stike or Steek?
I say Stiko, so...
Yeah, so we just call him Stike. Stiko.
Yeah, I guess. They never really tell us how the name's meant to be pronounced. Even when we give them opportunities, they say, yeah, call us whatever you want. So...
Okay, Farley needs to join the... we'll add him to the list of players that play with direct sunlight on their monitor. Like, for some reason, that's like a gaming fad that's back.
It's a new one.
It's a new one, yeah. I know back in the days when we were all basement dwellers, it was much more about being able to see a screen. I guess the sunlight a priority for some.
You need your vitamin D. It's very important.
You can take it in pill form.
Yeah.
Swallow the D.
Alex. It's too far. Boomich. trying to play the fine balance of not going too far himself. It's a dangerous game, of course, as he knows there's players outside. Farley's on 1 HP, barely alive at this point and holding the most tiny of angles to play it safe.
1 HP.
I do like this from Na'Vi, though. It feels like they have more direction in the way that they've been approaching their T rounds. When they had their low buys before, they kept it super neat and tidy. They dropped 0 kills in 2 rounds back to back, and that's not normal when you see Na'Vi in the server. It's much more chaotic and last minute, and they look more methodical, like they're switched on here today.
Yeah, much more reminiscent of the Na'Vi we've seen in offline showings. More restrained, more on the pulse. Good chance for Maiden. He's done so well previously on their topside takes. It falls to Crystal, quickly traded. Simple on the warpath, a big frag from Stiko, but my God, we're catching all of them. Dramatic into the topside. Farley with only 1 HP. What can you do? He's been spotted out by Flamey's angle, but he does enough to draw his attention. They've got 42 health between them. Boomich to clutch, 20 seconds, and Zen, they know he was around May. He's going to go and play the event.
Dear.
I quite like this. Boomich maybe assuming that Farley isn't going to peek too much. 9 seconds, he's on the run. Zen waits out, just cautious in case he was being baited in the vent.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Has he made it?
Yeah. I think he's just got it. Oh, Boomich. Farley, the 1 HP clutch. Bloody hell.
Babe, imagine if he fell and cratered.
Shut up.
Imagine. Imagine. And then we would just have to sit here until the bomb detonated. That would be wild. I'd love that, actually. That'd be an interesting end to a round.
You want that, do you?
Well, no, not for GODSENT. I just want it to be, it would be a spectacle.
A unique one.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm liking the spectacle. I'm trying to have fun these days, Lauren. That's the thing that I neglected in my life for a period of time, so I thought that'd be fun.
It's a short word, however, a very complex concept. Boomich picking his nose more than he should.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we've got the recliner back. I saw you over at Clone, and we have the Plague Doctor in the house. Welcome.
Okay, so Na'Vi will be scrapping together a bit of a buy here. Now that we've hit double digits for GODSENT, this starts to become even more possible. Looks like they're going to posture for one of those top hits that you liked before there, Lauren, but a bit of misdirection thrown on in for good measure. Yard smokes are out, and the top hit could be coming on through any second. Here we go.
I love a Tech 9. Let's see if it can do any more damage. It kind of fell a little flat with the raid boss. The Simple was. Now Crystal turned away, does well, but it does set up Simple to do that. 2 big kills, and he does have the bomb as well. How many responsibilities can one man have?
Yeah, I'm not sure how Maiden's going to get himself back out of that. A smoke does look enticing. Zen, no armor. Same cannot be said for the rest. That's peculiar. Nice work for Stiko. Maiden yet to come up that vent still. Time on this. There is a kit on both of the remaining CTs as Electronic keeps it level. Oh, Maiden distracted. Flamey couldn't connect the bullets. Electronic's got a good lot of suppressing fire and beheads him. Needs to defuse now. Maiden's running out of time, running out of options in the tag. He's drawing more fire, more time out of the Maiden clutch. This is enough. This is survival. And it should be enough for the 16th. I don't think he's got time. Oh my goodness. On the tick. Last tick defuse. And GODSENT will play again.
Take a bit of a breath right there. That one was close. But this is good. It means the GODSENT are finally warming into things, right? This is their map choice. This is the battlefield that they selected to be taking Na'Vi on. And it didn't look great in the early stages. Na'Vi looked like they were running away with this one right here. But after some good plays, remember we had Farley on the scout. We've got Maiden right here. We've got Crystal holding his breath. There we go. Just a clap. Just a clap, not a yell. Keeping himself composed right there.
Back in we go, I guess. Started all over again. I guess Na'Vi are getting flustered, it feels like, almost, as Crystal tries to exploit that. Finding Simple. You're going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, very nice AK from Flamey there. He's done some creative skin choices. He's got the green gloves to go with it. The hydroponic.
Loves gardening.
Yeah.
It's a green thumb.
A green thumb, certainly. Just like my grandma.
Farley's starting to wake up a little here, but had a bit of a shocker of a half coming online now. The clock's starting to dwindle a little, so they check on it. Oh, they do, but not particularly well. Boomich comes right back in, and the CTs are getting very pushy here.
Very pushy. GODSENT have the man advantage thanks to Farley's flashed frag. Now, bomb will be scooped on up. He's got 40 seconds alongside his partner, Electronic, going for a walk in the yard. Stretching his legs, getting his step count up. Playing me a little more stationary. Will have to be topside.
Time.
Yeah. But I think this is exactly what they're hoping for. They're hoping Zen gets caught slipping.
Oh, now it's open.
Event, he can swing in. Flame's not checking it. Electronic was his responsibility. And again, Maiden has been the shining light for GODSENT on this CT side. Any top site actions, 90% of the time have been shut down by some multi-kills from Maiden.
Isn't that insane, though, that the setup they went for was, you sit behind CT vent, I'll sit on top of hut with my head exposed to main, and if I die, you kill both of them?
That was the strat.
But honestly, that is the set that he's put himself in risk, knowing that that could happen. So there's a lot of pressure put on Maiden right there. It's not the ideal setup, obviously, in those situations when you lose track of players. It's hard to make the right call.
Top or ramp. Okay, 2 outside. Interesting. So Tech9 Armor util. They are nading off the door. They want to go down, I think.
Get puggy, boys. Let's see what they can do with it. Don't mind it at all.
Down we go. This could be a quick one. Sound cues are plenty. Zen heard it, trying to get across. There is a potential for a second smoke. Finally, we'll start calling for the rotate. Bomb's there as well, but there is a molly. You might hold them back. Look how much space! He's already being Sicko to the punch, but nice weapon. Work with the weapon.
Sicko just out on an island now. He's the one taking all these fights. Maybe he has to be a little careful. He is low. You'd like to see him stay at... Wait. Oh, okay, that was Simple.
Right,
I was so confused. I was so confused that was Flamey. Simple now, though. Got the first. Oh, Christ!
Okay.
Simple. Someone stop him. Thank you, Crystal. Please don't let that ever happen again. I'm scared of him.
More of that.
I'm scared of him.
More of that.
15-13.
That's the type of Counter-Strike I want to see. I want the crazy CS. I want the headshots.
You want the headshot?
I want the 360 no-scopes.
60 no-scopes.
I just need to see more action like this. And look, it's together beautiful, perfect weapon for the job. The best Deagle. Again, that one is better than the Deagle Blaze, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee you.
Is it more expensive?
I don't know, but I'm just saying it is out of my opinion and then doubling down.
Because he owns it.
So we've got 6 in a row right here for GODSENT in the tail end of map number 1. They've been able to battle back in quite a fashion, and Na'Vi with Simple on 32 kills, Electronic on 22, Flamey even hitting some absolute bangers, have been so close on so many occasions to getting across the line here. It always just feels like there's just that one little step further they need to go, and then they'll break GODSENT. So their options are now limited. 2 more cracks at it. Max loss bonus will be in play. They need to get the bomb down on this round here, even if they lose it, to make sure they get a good buy going into what will be round number 30 of the game. So keep that in mind. On the other side of things, you can see Cash is still quite strugglesome for some. Crystal down there on the MP9, but the rest have rifles, Farley on the AWP.
Oh, don't worry, Chad. They're getting a good buy in this round. You know what I'm saying? 1 round is all that separates Na'Vi from the first in this best of 3. GODSENT's pick, however, closing that gap, some consecutive rounds, 6 in consecutive row from 23 to 28. A different lineup for Perfecto, or he's just waiting. Okay. So that's 2 of 3, missing the 3rd component, now flying in from elsewhere. Zen, smoked off.
A lot of smokes.
Yeah, he plans to try and push this though, and Electronics respecting the smoke. Oh, that's enough. He sees him, knocks him off, and gets away with 3 HP. That's a big find.
This is madness to me. I feel like Na'Vi just keep running to a brick wall, honestly. It's very impressive from the CT side. I really thought this game was over, if I'm completely honest. I thought GODSENT just didn't have it in them, but they are showing some grit, some determination, and Farley missing the opportunity on Perfecto at no man's end. How is he alive?
He's probably not so sure either. Perfecto just light flub of his lines, and yes, now you can actually play around that window when the smoke is present. Have your vision denied, and it's simple to deny Sticko just in there off angle, tucked in on the box. Boom, it should find a frag here. Zen's so low.
This man's just a wizard. He's getting kills. He's still standing. I do not fathom this, and I don't understand how Simple's just found 3. We've got Perfecto with 1 as... Big
Perfecto. and his headset say it all. Happy to get that one under their belt, 16-13. Malta edition. And we are into our second map, Dust 2. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing some game sound.
No, let's have the frag movie thing like we were trying to do before. Alex.
Yeah, not the round I'm thinking, though. I've got 3 CTs having a little looky-loo.
This is a curious approach indeed. 3 aggressive long.
All right, we're gonna
There
crack
it
that
is.
nut. There we go.
I like the graphics now, the little shattered, look to them. It's
God,
kind of
yeah.
cool.
I've seen a lot of that, Lauren. I'm
Yeah.
jaded to the graphics package now.
Look, it's fresh to
I
me.
still like it.
It's fresh to me, so I find it fun. And what is also fun is my mind when I think of Na'Vi Dust 2. Obviously, those 20-second hits, up cat, always going to be in the back of my mind, but it's a different Na'Vi, a new-look Na'Vi, hopefully. And on the other side, of course, is GODSENT. And a little bit of a stumble at the end kind of hindered that brilliant comeback that was blossoming on Nuke. So hopefully here, they can maybe pick up a little bit and roll it back.
CT smoked. Molly sight. Overwhelmed.
Oh.
Without a burst shot, Stiko gets tagged up by one of them, and Boomich is just handing out haircuts. Simple from behind. Gets the timing just right. Just as they start to swing into long, he arrives from long doors, and that's pretty much an uncontestable pistol now. Crystal and Zen just wondering what they could possibly contribute with their Kevlar vest and utility, respectively. It's probably better to be keeping hold of it.
Yeah, it's one of those, do we go for some kills, see if we can get the $300 per frag? Do we hold on to the armor and utility that we have? There's no good answer. There's no right answer. It just depends on what they want to do in the following round. So Na'Vi get to keep this one clean. Electronic, Perfecto, Flamey barely even saw any of the action if you're looking at their hit points, whereas Simple and Boomich, they got tagged up a little bit, but 3 kills, easy as you like. Bomb will be detonating right here. I assume we'll see GODSENT go for the Force by considering they did hold on to their goodies as opposed to going all in. So let's see what approach they want to go for. Maiden will upgrade straight into a Deagle with an HE. Should see Farley potentially bring out that scout. We've got some more fans with us. Bit of day drinking going on there, and I can appreciate that from the man in the bottom right.
Got his day planned out, but an ESL Pro League into the early hours can't really get better than that. I mean, you can. I'm sure you could come up with something, but don't.
Stay here with us.
Stay with us.
Forever.
Ever and ever. Amen.
Counter-Strike Network will be running almost 24 hours a day very, very soon.
You just pop us on your TV.
Leave us going.
You can pootle, as my mother would say. Pootle around the house.
I still say that.
Yeah, you do say pootle.
Yeah, I do say potter around the house. I'm just pootling around. Just
Pootling around, faffing around.
Tidying bits and bobs.
Yeah,
bits and pieces.
precisely. The bobs and the bits.
Don't forget the bobs and the bits. Bibbly bobblies.
It does get worse when you say bobs and bits for some reason.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right, does it?
Now, Na'Vi have taken control and seized control of Long, thanks to the casualty of Crystal. His first death in the server after saving in the first. Smoke flying towards the Xbox position from Simple. He'll be throwing a flash to partner that up and start taking a little bit of that control. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Maiden catching a bullet from one of the prettiest yet most retro scouts.
Scariest scout. I'm scared of sharks. Probably the only thing that I am
Really
scared
had
of.
a real threat of them, though. You know?
No, I've been
Out
in the
here?
water with the sharks. Okay.
Nah.
Sentient torpedoes, those are bloody creepy.
Nah, I don't like them.
Farley's going to have a good shot. He got the elbow glimpse.
You want
Shoulder.
to fight Simple?
He will. He's no slouch on the scout, is Farley, and there's a great example. Flamey, however, quick to respond. Unfortunately, might have needed a bit more given the circumstance. Perfecto set up for success. Maiden keeping it close. Bombs down for long side. Stiko needs to be a little... Oh, this is great.
Oh.
The fact he survived long enough, yes, another frag. Maybe GODSENT can do something about this. No smoke, though. Flamey with a rifle to stop that defuse. No kits either. So problems starting to arise if they don't find Perfecto soon. If they can isolate it all onto Flamey, he's got a lot of work to do. So Perfecto is a big component to the victory here in conversion to this 2-0. They are taking a bit too long. Didn't consider Goose.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm starting to throw in the towel at this point. Get your man out of there.
Yeah, see if you can hold on to
Out of
something.
there.
Now they're screwed. Maiden will take away another rifle. He's dropped one down towards spawn. So,
Wait.
yeah, Zen has picked it up. That's lucky. And they will hold on to it and carry it through. And trying to get back over, see if he can pick up the other one. Will he make it? Yes.
Nice work.
Okay, so that was smart. That was actually very smart right there, dropping the gun down to the player in spawn so they could carry one through together and have another decent shot at it. So they can drop those pistols across. They can have 2 Galils. It's a pretty good buy if you consider that. And considering how unselfish somebody like Crystal has been, he might actually want to drop something. No, he'll just go for that 5-7. So still a decent buy. One of the keys here that I am liking from Na'Vi, it got dodgy late, but was how thorough they're being. You know, the slow play, it's percentage Counter-Strike these days, and Farley will be knocked on back, but they're working together. They're not treating situations too quickly.
A little scared when Walkabout's sort of short on the post plant, but that's honestly well played by GODSENT to buy that time more than anything. Electronic, joined by Perfecto, and potentially soon to be Simple if they do consider this. Crunching towards middle, that's a find. Zen goes down, yeah, nice and easy for Simple. Makes it look so easy, even in the most ridiculous manners. Maiden gonna back away, as Flamey's success is gonna open up so many doors. These guys are just finding room. Yes, they lost down Electronic, but other than that, looking pretty golden here.
They're on point as well. Like the aim is
Crisp.
looking very crisp, right? The Flamey's the one that I'm using to measure that. And maybe without Electronic and Simple in the room, this sounds ridiculous. Flamey could be, you know, the king of the castle right here.
Yeah.
So maybe a bit more confidence flowing through his veins without the other two sitting next to him with the reactions which we know that they can have on the Na'Vi side of things. So 3 rounds on the board here. Guns will come out. Farley on the AWP. No defuse kid. He's taking so much damage. Simple's just spammed the smoke. Chunked him down to 63 off the bat.
Okay, Crystal. Just going to be lingering at the mouth of the smoke. Flamey boosted up, though, so that's a really prime position to deal with that. Be dissuaded by the blind spray. Flamey up on that box. It's not going to be a pre-aim, but Crystal can just park it here. We can probably start investigating elsewhere. So I'll just be a standoff there until the other pieces of this puzzle are positioned accordingly. Farley tested in middle here. And on the flash, Electronic mantles. This is very coordinated, very planned out. Enables Electronic to adopt the angle as the smoke fades. You see, it is just all the moving pieces. This chess match very much in full fruition. And elsewhere, you will check in on Crystal. He's been
Oh, the HP.
spotted and mollied out. The wall bangs have found him.
Oh, dear.
That's a nice catch. Flamey just wildly trying to finish off the job. 5 HP eventually. It was just a matter of time. Maiden to fill the gap, and he has actually opted for the full deep commitment to the pit position. Another smoke from Na'Vi to lurk out on long.
Well, that's nice. That's even nicer. What a freebie right there. Zen had to take space. They still have 2 towards A, but this is looking horrible for GODSENT.
Yeah, I don't know what Maiden or Farley are supposed to do here. They're going to 4-man swing into your line, and it's a 1-for-1. And Flamey just collecting on long. Damn. Okay, so Na'Vi definitely looking like a much more well-oiled machine than some of the previous glimpses we've had of them, at least some of the coordinated T rounds. I mean, just everything we just observed there was by the book.
Yeah.
It felt like everything had intent. Those flashes to middle denied everything. They instantly get their players up towards short. They work around the smokes. It was nice seeing Na'Vi play with real intent, it feels. You know, everything's so, not necessarily clinical, but just refined.
Yeah, I really just liked the detail, the late detail there with the lurk smoke from Boomich long for Flamey, right? So he can stay in position. They can't actually push forward and clear bedroom, which means the pit player has 2 choices. Do I stay pit, watch a smoke, which could literally mean nothing, or do I go and help my teammate on A with the rest of the players marauding up catwalk? So they are getting absolutely beaten all across the map right here. This is great stuff from Na'Vi. I haven't said that in bloody 6 months. So
When was Katowice?
end of Feb.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
God, this year has flown by.
Yeah, well, I know you thought you saved a year, Alex, but the older you get, the quicker it goes.
I need to start doing some things I've never done before, don't I, Chad?
That's the one. Pistol upgrade. Nothing too wild. And another opening. So, Na'Vi, look, we might have a bit of a break between this one and the next game if we continue at this rate.
Sun's still up?
Yes, it is.
I look around, it's
Oh.
still sunny.
Sunlight is on the cards potentially.
But I do recall the last map. I do recall there being a good
Okay.
Na'Vi beginning and then GODSENT warmed up. But I do think we have to clarify that this is Na'Vi looking actually very poised, which is not just the normal, oh, we've got the Simple and whomever else joins him show. This is a very nice all-round look. So it would be interesting to see what happens to GODSENT once they get maybe a better buy going as well.
I'm very curious to know what's... Okay, all right. Now we're starting with
He's now
something.
AWP Simple with a scout, Chad. What more do you want from Farley?
I want some excitement out of GODSENT. That's what I want, because I was kind of painting the picture here today that GODSENT are one of these teams in this group who could be threatening to the top dogs, and Na'Vi are one of the top dogs. Farley will go down to Electronic there. But this is Na'Vi looking fantastic. GODSENT not even being able to find themselves a step into some of these rounds. I don't think there's even been that many kills that have been
No,
exchanged.
I was about to bring it up, Chad. Yeah, we've got a grand total of 6 + 2, 7, 8 frags.
Yeah, so the closest round was the Force by round number 2, where 4 kills came through. And then if you look at the last 3 on the trot, they've only managed 4 kills over 3 rounds. So there was 2 rounds where only 1 player from Na'Vi died. These are clean rounds. Let's see if it can continue.
Farley flashed off. Flame with the warning shots. Boomich was just baiting on the bin. Farley will be boosted up to contest and contain. It seems like we are going to get a good glimpse at the Na'Vi long take and then see how it's changed. So they'll be pushing for the info, and it's the right move. This is clearly something GODSENT are going to have been preparing for and communicating as to how they plan to handle it, right? Electronic, I assume, is going to get found out by Stiko. What a great find. That was an AWP turn in the corner there, but his reaction times, Stiko doesn't even get his eye to the scope.
This is the thing that gets you excited, isn't it? Whenever you watch Na'Vi and you see games like this, you're like, oh, imagine that across the board. Every map, every game, you get this level of Na'Vi perfection, but we'll see if it continues, if maybe there's an upset to it, if maybe GODSENT finds some footing, but you're right, losing out on Stiko so early. That double AWP does get recovered, luckily, by Crystal, but by now you can see the T's lining up, leaning towards A. Farley still posted on short with these flashes coming in. He's going to consider, do I stay, do I go, what do I do here?
One more death, and they can't say they're gonna have to make the save call, and that's about it. You've got an AWP to save. Maiden's in trouble. He's flashed. He's dead, and yeah, this round is now just about surviving with what little you have left. Push for the info. Double AWPs on CT's side. I mean, it does seem like a good recipe to deal and contend with the A-long patience that Na'Vi went for there again.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, they were
Another clean
unwilling
one.
to fight, and we are going to be seeing Boomich go for his favorite plant.
This is the best plant, ladies and gentlemen, that you can do. So once he gets it down, they're setting up to chase.
Need a little
I
bit
guess.
of control.
Rush, can you just free cam for us and go down towards long? So like go down all the way back down towards long as if you're a pit player and you're looking towards the bomb. So you can actually be deeper in the pit to see them defusing, because now go back to the site. For the CTs to have to defuse this, they have to jump on top of the box, right? So they physically have
so
to...
central in the box.
Yeah, they have to expose themselves on top of the box. Now, with smokes in this version of the game, it does become a lot harder. But in versions like 1.6, when you're able to do that, you know, like you'd plan in an exposed position, and there's nothing the CTs could do. They couldn't. But in CS:GO, with the way it is, that's still one of the best plans you can do on all the maps, right? So,
Who was it we were watching today? Was it Kogu?
we were watching Kogu today. Yeah, he did the plant
dirty
on the
plant.
side that drops down towards spawn, and he rotated toward the B hill. So if you guys want to watch a movie that's very close to my heart, go watch Clutch 2, 1.6
Get on it.
frag video. But yeah, a 6-0, another clean round. This time, not even a kill coming through for GODSENT. So warning bells, they're definitely ringing right now. And they have to go down to another one of these low-buy scenarios. You know how hard it's hit me recently, and we've been talking about this, that the CGS for me, when I started playing professionally, like professionally for the first time,
Real deal,
was
you know, bit of money.
12 years ago.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
12 years ago, Lauren.
It just means you've been doing it a while.
Farley's only like 18.
It's simple. So he's caught 2 nades and a pistol bullet, and will be operating at 10 HP. Boomich tried to swing in and take the space, but Zen gets away with murder. Burnt down. AK unobtainable. Farley and Crystal with a scout and a 5-7 respectively, and they've actually kept the wolf from the door. Electronic's going to have to turn tail. Well, this is a different set of circumstances. Caught with the pin in his hands and a good frag. What's Maiden up to? Tucked in on the side of those doors just to contain. Electronic, Simple, and Flamey. Spread out with this very wide, very loose net.
There's a lot going on the map right now. Na'Vi just trying to contain, but Flamey, he's the answer. If he can get out long and take down Stiko, they have an opportunity to still win this one, but it's not looking good right now. Smoke towards the long corner means he can just focus on one duel. Push over the top. This fight's everything right here for Na'Vi.
Stiko hoping to exploit a misplaced crosshair, but
Oh,
gets it. That's exactly it. It's just tight enough to plant the seed of doubt. Caught checking his corners.
Are they going to save right now? For them to go back through spawn here, 25 seconds left. It's really not looking likely at all. So it could just be the save. And this continues to add another... I guess it's pointing us in the direction that these guys are still making sure they're doing everything by the book, right? They could go for some kills. They could potentially give up an AWP and another AK. But what they're doing is they're holding onto their guns. They're making sure the CTs don't just get away with a free round and free weaponry. Oh, they're trying to get... Oh,
Hey!
look at that. All right. So they ended up with AKs across the board. Farley was the only one who couldn't upgrade, and he can right now because they did win that low buy round. So that's good. All right. We've got GODSENT on the board here. 6-1. Timeout round, but not in regular Na'Vi fashion, okay? That one there, you can't chalk up to that they took too long. They just didn't get away with what they were hoping to go with. Funny filters right there.
Gingerbread man.
All right, so
I liked it.
here we go.
Don't drop buttons!
Oh,
Excuse me?
hello.
What is this filth?
Farley's found a gap.
Ooh, we love a keen little angle.
He's open though. Look at the B-bomb site, everybody.
Don't ruin it, Na'Vi. I know you want to win and all, but we're having a lovely time, and now Farley's dead again. Oh, nice name.
Bite your tongue, Lauren. Look at the damage. Numbers. Tank down to 15. Perfecto in a prime position. If he smokes it, okay. Buying some time. Composure. Flamey responsible for it. Now, just worrying about tunnels. Stiko's on a long old flank. But 4 members are about to come flooding in on a couple of flashbangs. I say a couple. Uno, dos, tres. 5 are about to barrage into this B site. Na'Vi haven't got many in the anti-flash position. Someone has to go big here. They are about to be isolated. And that's the first for Simple.
Okay, peeks back up, tags up Crystal. And again, Simple keeps on delivering. I thought it was going to be another. And now the other 3 are thinking, well, that's a lot easier than before, isn't it? Flamey chomping at the bit, swings in. That's a little overzealous, maybe. But time was, of course, of the essence, and it was the T's winning out. And Na'Vi, I say Na'Vi, Simple, making that door defense look very easy.
Just up and down enough for the pre-fire to eventually shut him down. But yeah, great work. See that one again. Zen was trying to find the way in, and that was the initial peak for info. The fact that Flamey got a frag there and they wanted a double peek, Zen did very well to contain him. It's, of course, just a consolation at that point, adding a couple to his total. 2 of those 3 frags he's posted in the first.
Oh, dude. Okay. This is one of those days.
It's one of those, yeah. And Electronic might just do the same thing to him. He's already out long, contained and isolated by the CT molly. They'll extinguish for an element of surprise, and this is terrifying. If you're Zen, you've already lost your teammate on the cross to B. You're a bit shaky as it is. You're on the CT ramp. You can't even get back up to top site. No one's there to boost you up. Goose, Maiden's trying to contain your short. And now Na'Vi can pause. This is going to feel like a very long 50 seconds here, Lauren, of just unknowns. Do they try and coordinate something aggressive? Maybe they look to sweep through lower. Maiden is flashing. Stiko's pushing. And
oh, damn.
Well, that was what they were waiting for. And by they, clearly, Na'Vi, they were biding their time, and it works out for them again. Maiden has managed to take down an element of the Na'Vi assault. You're right, this will be contact.
What are these noises? Is it just me hearing them?
It's them rewinding the EVS and forgetting to turn down on the fader.
No worries, thank you for clarifying. I was really confused that I'd broken something.
No, it's not you. It's all good.
Cool. I was like, oh, is reality finally cracking for me? Is this where it happens? I should probably leave the set. 8-1.
I think we're used to weird noises in the headsets at this point.
That's a new one. I've been doing this a while.
Yeah, that's the sound of Counter-Strike backwards. Yeah.
Got it. Like I know the slow down bomb explosion sound, the knife pull. Like I've got all that. It's the rewind that got me. Stiko.
Again?
Oh, God.
Okay. Okay.
Why is it like the most dangerous part of the game?
It shouldn't be, and it isn't, actually. It's become significantly less frequent since everyone started smoking it.
He's walking out cat with the orb?
He is, and it's worked out. They've only got 1 Zoom banger in the server, and they've managed to find the first blood. Yeah, he's seen the tip. Just the tip. It's enough for Stiko. through. They haven't found the AWP, but
flash.
eventually they do. Set up for success, man. It's one way to win a round quickly.
I'm curious why no one was anti-flash from GODSENT then, or if they were in transition going forward as that happened. But what started so well has ended quite quickly. And now Crystal is left in a position where he may as well try and find a gun or a frag. The loss bonus over there for GODSENT is, as you would expect, maxed out, being 8-1 down. So for him, anything he can walk away with right now, it's not going to make his buy this round any better, but in the future. As here we go, up close and personal. Flamey's aim has been on point, and again, Flamey will take the head off. They did the plan again. Thank you, Rush. I really would like to take a look, if we could. This is me, I'm gonna have to do it personally. But after this series is over, just Flamey's headshot percentage, I really feel like Flamey is on point right now.
Yeah.
He's always hitting, like you pointed out very well, Alex, when he swung out window there and still got a kill on that B site where they were trying to chase the guys exiting with the guns. That's Flamey on point, and that's not the normal Flamey that we've been getting. He has 12 kills to the name, so really, really good stuff here from Na'Vi. I'm loving this. I don't know what's changed. I don't know who said what, but keep it up.
Yeah, very, very positive signs, and it seems the only change that we can see, that we can quantify, is the absence of Simple Electronic in the boot camp.
Wouldn't that be such a weird answer?
Wouldn't it be a weird one? But only hearsay. Nades, flashes to contain. Long has been entered by Boomich. They don't have a Molotov to force him out of that blue bin fight. Swinging in, Flamey, great find for Zen. Needs a couple more to stabilize for GODSENT. It's certainly not out of the woods yet. They're going to boost, aren't they? Oh, yes. Zen's on the push as well. This is going to...
Oh, he's seen.
Oh, he's so
Zen
screwed.
knows nothing.
Wait, did he catch the head?
Yeah, he's thinking about it. And there's still not much you can do about that. The Z-axis is... and Simple's peeked through the smoke on top of the barrel at elevated position. Not only in the top 10 players, but my God, has he done it in the server as well. Stico, Crystal, again, another unfortunate turn of events has left them considering that save. Stico holding the cross, but the bomb's already there. Electronic to plant.
This is ridiculous.
It's a bit of a masterclass.
Intimidating.
But this is what, I think this is why we get so excited for what Na'Vi could be whenever we kind of see them not doing so well, because when it all comes together, right, let's say you have all these gorgeous flashes, this little bit of chemistry coming in, these lovely takes towards Long, but also bold, brazen, very that, you know, CIS style, a little bit of flair to it, but it's powerful. And we see it all combined, it gets you to a 10-1 scoreline. Yes, against GODSENT, but they just had a close game before. And this is, as said, showing exactly why we get excited when we see this roster together and what it can achieve, and why it's a little sad when we don't always see it up here.
10 rounds, 10-1.
God damn.
This is chugging along at quite the pace.
A thrashing, if you will.
Only 3:49 p.m.
Like I said, Chad, I'm very excited. The prospect of potential sunshine.
Outside world.
You guys are being silly. Outside.
Sunshine on your face and skin, making you feel and release a happy hormone. It's like we're just weird sacks of science.
Yeah, floating around the universe trying not to end up
give your
dead or in
sack of
jail.
science the necessary daily quest.
Oh, here we go. For all you...
Alex, we're not talking about dailies.
I'm just saying. 30 minutes of exercise.
How about we put it in Counter-Strike terms? What if we say, like, you're exercising, you're drinking properly...
Doing your daily DM.
Yeah, you know, you're stimulating yourself mentally, doing all those things.
Perhaps.
Then it's like you're on a full buy.
Yeah. Have a full buy round every round, every day.
Yeah, because you can.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, you got max money if you just bother.
Can we make a motivational calendar? Is this going to be on the calendar, the Malta calendar? Is these horrible motivational quotes about have a full buy every day?
What, with me and Chad?
Just like shirtless, just
draped
so
over some faux furs. Hydrate.
Oh gosh, I really would love someone just to make like a montage of the quotes that we've had just so far between Cologne and now. Oh God, simple. Oh yes, hello. There's a fight. This is just weird, but I mean it's kind of worked with CT.
He is open right
Flamey's
now.
about to call B clear.
Yeah.
He has to lock it down though, and
Yeah,
Zen
but
actually
Zen,
is in
come
the
on, bud.
back line.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, the timing on this.
One shot, one opportunity. Sees everything he ever wanted. Maiden.
Oh, they're not going to clear dark
Flamey,
though.
yeah,
They won't
they're
clear
coming in
dark.
knife out so loud. This is going to be a real nasty loss for Na'Vi, and it's a peculiar second. Zen. Can't
Hello.
believe his luck. No one's looking. 2 bullets to the back of their shiny chrome domes. And 10-2, the scoreline. That's GODSENT finding their second off the back of some good duels on long. They actually took the fight to Na'Vi, not letting them have that, and this is just the peculiar finale.
Curious.
Yeah, some of the frags Zen's been getting have had more contribution than others. These two could directly bring home number 2.
Yeah, the 2 rounds that they've actually lost here so far, Na'Vi, have both been against pistols. Zen cracked that one open on round number 7 of the game, and he closed things out on round number 12. So back underway. We're with the man in question on round number 13. Doing it for other people listening on the radio, of course.
Considering how long Counter-Strike games are now, I think there is actually quite a vast majority of our audience that are probably doing, like,
audio.
at some point,
I'm a
audio,
second monitor person.
Audio or second monitor, which is why, you know, some people would get a little upset when I keep saying the scoreline, but it means that every 2 minutes, if you've just tuned in, you're aware.
I've actually been driving before and had just the Twitch audio play through my car and Bluetooth to listen to games.
I think I said, like, the audience, we're getting a little older. We've got other things to do. You might be wanting to, you know, do your bits and pieces.
You're saying people don't have on-demand 8 hours at a time, complete free time on weekdays, Lauren?
I'd never say such a thing, Alex.
Absurd.
But,
surely we should cater to them.
While we're talking about it, it looks like a B split, especially with the focus towards B in this one. 3 of them posting up here. Stick on the other side with the AWP, though, waiting for the hit to come through. We have the players in mid attack.
Okay.
Oh, damn. All right, the double dip works out. He finds perfect... Wait, excuse me? Okay, so Simple's come back into this. I was wondering where the hell they were, because Boomich was already kind of out.
I don't know what happened in the mid to B flurry just there, because the smoke over towards B doors, I don't know if that was a C tier or a T smoke that was thrown.
The one on... It's a little bit interesting, the round, if
I
I'm
might
honest.
go back and check that one out, guys, because a lot of stuff happened there. That's fights all over the map simultaneously, so they did a very good job of stringing out those duels. Let me take a look. We might dip into it in the following.
I was amazed it was tag. I thought it was going to be at least chest in that, but it is what it is. Oh, Farley and Crystal. Keeping the guns would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? It'd be a bit of a dream come true. But Boomich would like to change this. He would specifically like to remove them. Flamey, same thing. Goodbye, head. And Crystal, can you keep yours? Ooh. Trying to soften the target a little. It feels like a long one here. He has managed it, so 2 more players come in their way. So we'll see if they can keep it at the end.
It does just feel like that, doesn't it? Can they survive?
Yep.
Will they survive?
Nope. I'm not so sure. Nice work from Farley. And
oh, he's still fighting.
Good job.
That's important. Okay, cool. So now they do have at least a full buy.
I checked this one out, guys. This is what I wanted to show you.
Show me this
over towards
weirdness.
middle. Check out the timing on this. So Zen and Maiden are ready for the mid to B, but watch what happens with Zen. He peels away to help B. Then they're coming up mid. He's looking away. Electronic had the smoke covered. Flamey went for the kill. And meanwhile, they made the shot onto the B side as well. So everything was perfect there. That was a nice one.
Yeah, it's all about timing. I mean, like, you know, everyone knows that there is a smoke for X and there's a flash for Y. It's about pairing them all together and making sure that you are inside of your opponent's head. They did. Zen had to address the issues on B just as that second prong of the attack arrived at mid. So very nice. Just pulling GODSENT around the map so they cannot have their feet firmly planted for that defense.
11-2.
Yeah,
I'm saying it because I'm shocked that this is the scoreline, not because of the discussion we just had, actually. It's so difficult. Like, GODSENT, they did have the comeback on the tail end of Nuke here, but this is just a battering. And what I just highlighted there for everybody is the details of Na'Vi are working. They know what to expect. They're covering each other off. They're not getting lazy, and now they're setting up for a B hit with Boomich selling just standard mid control. So this could be very quick.
Does look like it. Charging in, they take good nade damage, and Perfecto opens up the case.
That's over already.
And closes the account. My God, that was a quick one.
Yeah, like...
When you can still hear in our voices, we're ramping up, and here we... All right, it's done.
Yeah, Farley...
Come on, Farley.
He's going to give it a good go, it seems. He's lurking in that smoke. If he could just... He's hoping that he gets that fight onto bricks as it fades, and he doesn't. Now hunted. Great shots. Individual fights given his way. He's got a molly to flush them into more favorable lines.
He's going again.
Another bite. As the bomb does go down, he wants to fight. The sound cue's not ideal. Crystal alongside him for the ride. Bad boys for life.
Simple's coming. Hello.
Goodbye.
Oh, they're so on point today. This is wild.
They've
I
been
have not
doing
seen
their
this
warm-up.
for this is nutty. Like Na'Vi, with how crisp they're looking right now, they're making GODSENT look like they shouldn't even be in the server. This is just, it's silly.
Everyone's hitting their shots. I mean, look at your way down that list. This is an even contribution with your hardest hitters hitting hardest. That's pretty much where the sentence stops. Let's see how this round stopped at 1 minute 35. Yep, that's 3 kills and the round
God.
over. 1 minute 35, so literally a 25-second round.
Yeah, and half of it was them running to the
To
B
get
tunnels.
there, yeah.
And then over in a blink of an eye. Feeling it now, they're going to start trying to run away with it. And honestly, I can't blame them for doing this. If you're feeling it, you got that hot hand, run with it. You're 12-2 up.
And that kind of combat, you just saw Flamey. Okay, hold the phone.
They're playing deathmatch.
They are.
What the hell is this, Alex?
That's a T-side auto sniper into the head of Maiden. They are making GODSENT certainly look a little worse for wear. It's going to be a nasty loss to concede, but in this man, not the auto sniper to kill him. No, 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 no,
Not a
no,
knife.
no, no, no.
Do it.
Okay. Well, that's the pointy end of the karambit into the ribcage of Mr. Farley. 13-2. We need to compose ourselves, and so did GODSENT. BRB.
Been a long way since day one. I came to hit but never run. I would take on anyone. I got a feeling that it's just begun. It's my I got a feeling that it's just begun. It's my I got a feeling that it's just begun. Can you hear me? I think I'm still alive. High up in the clouds and I'm never gonna come back, never gonna come back down. I won't hesitate. I will never fall behind. Spare me the details. I got big things on my mind. Hello, can you hear me? I think I'm still alive. High up in the clouds and I'm never gonna come back, never gonna come back down. Hello, can you hear me? I think I'm still alive. High up in the clouds and I'm never gonna come back, never gonna come back down. There's no more time or space for mundane days, but I can't turn away. It's my name they're calling.
Just joining us, you might be too little too late because Na'Vi decided they came to play today. A crazy first half, 13-2. Alex, Lauren, and myself had no idea what to expect coming into day number 1 of Pro League, but this is a pleasant surprise as the GG.bet odds up there think Na'Vi might be taking this one.
Yeah, I think it's more than a might at this point. It has been quite the fright for GODSENT and Able to Fight. That's about where my random poem stops. But we have got Zen. Sorry, we had Zen. Switches to past tense thanks to Boomich and
He's
his
just walking mid, Alex.
USP. Warning shots. And shot in the back of the head. But Simple's got a P2K out. And I've heard good things about this pistol. Demonstrating again its proficiency. Flamey going aggressive on the flash of Perfecto. They just want to brawl here. This is some hungry CTs wanting to destabilize, and Flamey's USP does manage to find another. Just the 2 remaining. Seco. Oh, and actually Perfecto losing a lot of health. Electronics on some dank flank. He's going to find the bomb. And now Maiden jumping into his
Bye-bye.
Oh, it's back of the head. It's very hard. He's running out. Bullet, 1 bullet, nothing. Fresh mag. Fresh mindset. Dropping on top of the head of each other. This is not ideal.
You thought he was playing Danger Zone. You can't Goomba him from that height, mate. You need to get the Exo. Didn't you watch the video?
Oh, man. Goombering. I hope that does become more of a verb.
Rush and I might try and get some highlights for everybody for tomorrow. So we'll play a little bit tonight.
Yeah, that's what me and Rush were planning anyway. So we've got like a good, we've got a Google Calendar. There's an invite.
Rush, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but
Oh, don't do it.
who do you want to play with tonight? Do you want to play with Alex?
We'll
or do you want to play
flip
with
a
me?
coin. How about that?
Don't say that. That's not what he actually thinks. Wow.
Oh, Chatty doesn't like the rejection.
Doesn't say what he actually thinks on broadcast, Chad. Pot kettle black.
Ooh, funny.
I don't think that's an opinion you can have, mate.
Oh, all right.
Round 17. Now, that's not to be confused with round 16, which is the magic number Na'Vi are in pursuit of and are just 2 away into the 17th. There's another summary as to how quickly this one's gone. Simple puts 1 into the leg of Farley on his adventures in middle. And they continue to just gather their resources. Stico trying to make sure they can contain any long flanks. That's just his responsibility. Elsewhere, the CT's just floating around, waiting to gauge intentions from these Ts.
We could all play matchmaking together, though.
It's not as fun.
Chad's very anti-matchmaking.
Okay, well.
He's only an ESEA gamer.
I like the 128 tick.
Oh, one day they'll add it to...
128 individual ticks, Lauren. You know how many that is?
Exciting. It's quite thrilling, isn't it? Perfecto. Let's see if he can make anything of all those ticks that are going on. Oh, there's a lot of deagles there. Don't like that.
No.
That's a scary
17 bullets.
Oh!
Ay, ay, ay. How is he alive?
He's still fighting as well. He wants to take a duel. All 5 of them on the other side of these doors. Well, now they're peeled back up Cat and in lower dark, but Perfecto gets away.
Boomich is about to have some company. He gets the shadow advantage for all of these duels. He hears them coming.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yo, Farley. It's your boy on the scout. Flashing up, bomb on its way long. Simple to contain them. He's going to have a bit of a nightmare here. It's scout on scout action. Sounds hot. Nice shot. Double from Electronic, and Yap continuing to line him up, knock him down like Skittles at a knockoff bowling alley.
So is Simple using the P2K all the time there, or?
I believe it's a new transition because he agrees with me that it's the superior CT side of pistol.
So you and Simple.
We had a dialogue.
Was it like Simple the best player in the world?
Nexa as well.
Chad, how do you feel on this?
I just like the way that the USP makes the heads explode.
I see. I thought you were telling Alex it wouldn't work for him.
Well, I don't know if Alex is as good as Simple. Maybe like a little bit.
Yeah, there's a slight difference.
Under Simple.
There's definitely a difference.
Touch.
Yeah.
Ooh, the buy is bad as well for GODSENT. I don't know what you can do to contain Na'Vi when they're in this form. Okay.
Oh, I do.
You do?
You get Crystal out long early.
Right.
And then Zen pushes him up a little bit from short.
Okay.
And that's a good start because then what you'll do from that is you'll get long control, which they've got.
Yeah.
And you'll hit Na'Vi with a taste of their own medicine, Lauren. And the way they shut that down, it's actually really innovative. So what they're going to do is they're going to wait out this smoke after he deliberately catches the nade.
You want to take the damage.
Yeah, because now Simple's going to kind of look for info on this smoke via a boost, obviously.
Was he
Yeah, they're playing this very well, actually, to be fair. Got to stop this silly joke. They're charging up long, and they will neutralize Zen. And crossing into Electronic, who's ratting their smoke. Maiden's put a bullet into his leader's face. That's a shame. Bomb loose.
Oh, it's dropped forward.
Ay. Those bomb physics, another of the many problems for GODSENT at the moment.
All right, boys. Let's wrap it up. We're going home. 16-2 in the end. Honestly,